Hello there, my name is Richard. The first time you see my channel, user review cartoon series, anime series, or something completely random. And today we're going to talk about City of Ghosts, a Netflix original series. And oh my god, I really enjoyed this series, but of course this could have one major problem instead of a documentary. A lot of people don't really like documentaries, so it's a documentary you probably will not enjoy that much if you like seeing them. But I still recommend if you don't like them because this one is a tad different. This one really tries to grab your attention with this sort of simplistic art style and this sort of documentary style that you see this little girl called Zelda goes to place to talk to ghosts, or at least meet people who have kind of problem with ghosts. They're destroying the stuff, moving things, and Zelda comes in and basically talks to them to see what's up, to see what's their issue, but nothing kind of scary or anything because each ghost she meets are people from the past, from the 60s, 70s, or 80s, and their sort of experience to tell them how things sort of was back in Los Angeles. Like one of the biggest examples, I think it was episode 1 about the skateboarders, or was episode 2? Anyway, this skateboarder who likes to do skating, but is also trying to help this little girl who kind of knows how to skate, but she doesn't really want to talk to people. And this ghost tries in different ways to sort of convince her to communicate with her own people, the people who like to skate. And you see Zelda also kind of helping this little girl to understanding that too, to kind of help embrace. He also tell you the history of skateboarding of this Los Angeles place. And I thought that's sort of fascinating because each ghost is sort of representing a sort of culture who live in Los Angeles and what they did. Like there's another ghost all about kind of rapping, how the rapping scene happened in Los Angeles, who they used to be, how they rap, how the different rhythm you can do. But once more, this goes trying to help this other lady who is kind of like a rapper, but at the same time she does it for rapping to other people to kind of help her to communicate with more kids to make her skill more stronger. Yeah, I like that. I like that kind of feeling because you really understand each ghost what they want to do with people to help them. Because the end, they're not there to harm people. They just want them inspired to see we did it first, but copy our style. Let us help you. And that is interesting because you have all the different cultures kind of showing up in different ghost forms and explaining their sort of what they used to do and comparing it. And one of the best examples I think is basically, I don't remember which episode, I think it was episode 4, about this kind of Japanese woman who is a ghost who lives with his daughter, and this ghost is sort of kind of punk crazy, but you see her form like this sort of kind of fluffy form of ghost, but she drinks coffee, she changes as a rock punk kind of grandma. Yeah, I just enjoyed that. She trying to influence her daughter to be more free, to appreciate everything, but at the same time she's, yeah, I know, but I'm not like you, mom. But you have this sort of weird dynamic that you just enjoy. Also, I do enjoy that sort of awkwardness of this documentary because if you've seen documentaries, sometimes you've seen people talking that have pause moments or how they look away from the camera because they can't really watch the camera in front of them, but you still see them talking. You have this weird kind of moments. It fits super well in this series. On top of all this, the animation I just enjoy. It's simplistic, but it reminds you kind of like the world of Gumball. You have two different art styles. One style is the behind is kind of like a Photoshop kind of picture, and the two main characters are basically 2D animation or CG animation, and they're trying to copy that sort of art style, but only two different art. CG and photographic realism in the back. You like how they will blended. You also, I love how they sort of use the camera very unique sort of positions. Like for example, this one was this girl trying to interview this person, but you see a kind of kind of like a glass scene window. You see the other person outside, and they've been annoying, knocking the like glass over and over again. That was sort of fun and interesting kind of visuals they do. Yeah, I just enjoy. But of course, anything bad, not really. But I need to complain one thing. It's basically Zelda and her friends. They really were not well developed because this was sort of an interview. You really don't have focus on the kids who interview other people and why they doing this. The only reason they're doing this is they're sort of fascinated about the history of Los Angeles and all the people they interview. That's it. I mean, that's the only kind of flaw. The characters, at least the main kid characters, are not developed, but that's nothing bad. There's like two different ways to tell a story, or actually three ways. One, you focus on the character development. The second way is basically character situation. The third is combining both. They focus on the second one, the situational part, how these kids may interact with this ghost and the people who are actually haunted, and that's okay. It's not that bad. That's one of the styles how you tell the story. But once more, it's all how you execute this sort of storytelling, and they execute it pretty well. Now, my final thoughts about this series, it was great. I mean, you can't say anything negative. Even that, I probably was expecting one thing, be like similar to the original short, The Welcome to My Life. Yeah, I got why I'm wanting of the series. It's like that, but a documentary form. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Hopefully, they do get a season 2 to see what else they can explore with this sort of interview ghost sort of angle. But I got nothing else to say. Just thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and have a wonderful day. Bye.